Welcome to tonight's action. Grand Lake Health Systems proudly presents an NKTelco sports production of high school varsity volleyball. We're here at Russia High School where the Fort Loramie Redskins take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is sponsored by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, and New Knoxville Supply. Again, welcome to Russia High School. My name is Greg Burning. My partner tonight, Brandon Coverman. Old-fashioned rivalry here. Brandon, Russia, the home team, bringing in the Fort Loramie Redskins. Redskins off to a nice start, 4-1. Russia also off to a good 2-2 start of the season.
Yeah, it'll be a very good game here tonight. You got really the FCL preseason favorite, Fort Loramie, sitting at a nice record, 4-1, only lost to St. Henry in the Coldwater Spike-Off. And then Russia sitting at 2-2, off losses to two MAC opponents in Versailles and New Bremen, with 2 wins over Jackson Center and Covington. So it should be a good ball game, Craig. Or Greg.
Getting excited here for an early season SCAL battle. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the starting lineups. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back to Russia High School for our Grand Lake Health Systems proudly presents high school volleyball. The starting lineups first for the Fort Loramie Redskins, the visitors tonight. And our starting lineup sponsored by American Trim. A solid line returning there from last year's season. Ava Schultes, Mackenzie Holscher, Marissa Meyering, Macy Imwally, Jada Dries, and rounded out there by number 15, Alyssa Rassman. The Fort Loramie Redskins are coached by John Rogers. As Brandon mentioned earlier, the Redskins come in with a 4-1 record, defeating some solid competition here early on in this season. They played up against Versailles, St. Henry, Coldwater, Minster, and Fairlawn, losing that game to St. Henry. As they round out the starting lineups here for Fort Loramie. And the libero for Fort Loramie, number 33, Macy Imwally. And now for your home team, the Russia Raiders. The Raiders again coming in with a 2-2 record, coached by Aaron Watkins. Russia also playing a stiff schedule here to start the season, as they played a tough match down in New Bremen, lost in 3 sets, but very closely contested. They also lost to Versailles, and they defeated Covington and Jackson Center. A lot of freshmen in the lineup here for the Russia Raiders. Again, they see our starting lineup there, sponsored by American Trim, Ashley Scott, outside hitter, all-around player Simone Putoff, middle hitter Kate Sherman, number 3 Cece Borchers, Number 5, Maya Monin. Number 7, Jessica York. And the libero and the captain, number 2, Kendall Monin. While we get ready for the volleyball match to start here, I'd like to talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Yeah, and first for Fort Loramie, Greg, just to be consistent. You know, there's been times in that spike off where they were a little inconsistent. Coach Rogers really wants them to click for, 3 to 5 sets. They want to control the tempo. That's pretty clear here. They're a really talented team, so they want to be able to control the tempo. They also want that first pass to be key because they got some power hitters in the front row, such as Mackenzie Holscher. So that'll be a big key for them, is a good first pass. Now going on the other side to the home team, the Russia Raiders. They want to speed up their offense. Coach Watkins likes to play very fast in his tenure here at Russia. He loves to play fast. Limit unforced errors here. That's the thing with a very young team. You need to control what you can control. Limit the unforced errors. The ball's in the net on the serves. And they also need a good start here. They want to let Loramie know they're in it early. Knowing this is a very talented team that they're facing right now, so they need to get off to a very good start.
Thanks, Brandon. Interesting point that you made about the tempo and the speed, because both these coaches like to play fast. So if nothing else, this game should go quick. No, I'm just kidding, but they both like to really impose the speed on the other opponent. So here we get going here at Russia High School. First serve pushed across by Monin. Here's Loramie on the attack. Myring blocked at the net. And a wide shot there, taken, tough angle, but the kill goes down for number 5, Jada Dries, for our first point of the night.
And nice see the replay here. Look at Dries go to the outside, finds the spot there, and gets the first point for Loramie.
That serve will be long by Jada Dries. That's a big key, though, if you can do that in volleyball. Dries before didn't have much of a setup, kind of took that off a busted play, and able to still get a solid hit against it. First serve across there by number 7, Monin for Russia. As Schultes tries to just tap that one across, knocks it into the net, and Russia takes their first lead of the night at 2-1.
And there's 2 unforced errors there right away from Loramie, giving Russia the point. So this gives Russia some confidence here early.
Another good serve by Monin, going to go right back to Myron. She pushes it deep. Monin, great effort, able to get a handle on it, and Russia, great job getting that one back across. Loramie going to go right back to attack mode. And there is Mackenzie Holscher, who will drop that one across for the kill.
And smart play by Mackenzie Holscher, just a junior, but very experienced, out last year with an injury. As you see here on the replay, she sees the defense overplaying, and nice tip there from Holscher.
Myron will step back to serve for the Redskins. Tied up at 2-all on our First National Bank scoreboard. Dug out, cross-court pass. Nice shot down the line there, but long and out of bounds from number 10, Ashley Scott, the leading kill getter for the Raiders. Myring back to the service line. Strong serve, picked up deep by York. Going to go back to Scott. Again, another strong hit. This one dug up by Imwale and pushed across into the open spot there by number 13, Maya Maurer. We talked about the tempo, and Loramie's not messing around. Russia didn't either, but boy, you get back to serving. Don't blink, because the ball's going to come up as soon as they get a hold of it.
Yeah, and that's just a little bit of the inexperience in the front row. Maya Maurer just had the upper hand on the ball. Nice little, she found a little spot there and gets a point for the Redskins.
Nice serve across there by Myring. Back set, far side to number 14, Kate Sherman off the block will get the kill for the Raiders. Ooh, I take that back. Looking for a touch, I think, up official there. If I'm not mistaken, that's Steve Trout. Called that off the net and out of bounds. So point will go to Fort Loramie.
That is completely up judge's call. He probably had the best view on it, so we'll take his word for it.
Myring back again to serve. Good serve right up to York. And free ball to cross. Loramie going to have a good chance here. Back set over to Holscher. Pushes it deep. Russia able to handle it. Setting back over to Scott. Good shot off the far side. Schultes going to remember that one. Good hit there by Scott.
That's the thing about volleyball, you know, these fast paces. You see it on the replay here. You're kind of just sometimes in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's where Schultes found himself at.
Better have your hands up because the ball's coming. Good shot there from the freshman, Scott. That's going to send number 14, Kate Sherman, back to serve for the Raiders. Picked up by Imwally on Loramie side. Here comes Mackenzie Holscher. Good block again. That was Scott again, making her presence known and getting the favorable shot over the top. Macy Imwally, boy, you can tell it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
Because these two are fired up here early on.
Yeah, and you and I are both, you're an alumni of Loramie, I'm an alumni of Russia. We've been in plenty of these games. We know how it is. And it's safe to say, it might be a biased opinion, but it's one of the best rivalries in the area. And that you can just see the intensity, and just love it. I mean, any fan can just be jealous of what the rivalry is here, and it's so fun to watch these two schools go at it.
Holscher's serve goes deep and out of bounds. Back on the Russia side will be Ava Daniel back to serve for the Raiders. That one dug out by Myring, pushed far side Schultes down the line. Nicely dug out there by Daniels. Going to go right back Russia side, picked up by Myring. Far side Schultes, that is deep and out of bounds. Point to the Raiders.
And Ava Daniel, she was very good at service as a freshman last year. She's hoping to have a career like her sister. She had a sister that played at Wright State and Clemson, so big volleyball tradition in that Daniel family.
Myring shot deep and out of play. We're even at 6 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Russia able to put together a nice little run here to get themselves right back even. Ava Daniel again back to serve. Myring with the dig. Far side set to Schultes. She'll just bump that one across. Russia going to have a good setup here. Right down the middle, blocked. Looks like we might have somebody in the net. It's going to be a Russia in the net, so point will go back to Fort Loramie. Substitution is Jada Dries checks back in for the Redskins. Back to serve for Fort Loramie, number 13, Maya Maurer. You're just joining us, welcome to Russia High School. My name's Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Koveman. You see a great block there from, I believe that was Schultes and number 15, Rassman. We haven't seen too many blocks at the net here tonight. That was a solid one from Fort Loramie as they lead 8-6. Another good serve by Maurer. Picked up and pushed across by Scott. Fort Loramie doing a nice job getting the loose balls. Big key when you're playing a rival. That one mishandled by Daniel, out of bounds. And Loramie again back to a 3-point lead.
Yeah, the receiving's got to be a little better there by the Raiders there.
Serve there by Imwally, deep and out of bounds. Gives one back to the Raiders as it's now 9-7 on our First National Bank scoreboard. That'll send Ashley Scott back to the service line for Russia. Picked up by Schultes, back set to Schultes, and a great pass down the line.
That was a laser.
That was nice.
No catching up to that ball.
Credit Loramie there. They did a nice job quickly getting that first pass, setting her up, and she just a great transition from the service line right to the net and able to put that one away nicely. Russia unable to handle that one, going to bump it across. Loramie back on the attack. Far side, Marissa Myring, dug out by Russia and free ball across. Loramie going to have another chance. Far side again, Myring again, another wind up. That one's tipped. Good save there by number 2, Kendall Monin, and Russia again fights it off. Loramie, they're going to have another opportunity. This time they go right down the gut from Jada Dries, out of bounds. So good defense pays off by Russia.
Yeah, and about half of Russia points have been coming off of Loramie errors. Loramie has 4 errors so far this set. Something that I got to clean up a little bit, but it's been Raiders' ability to keep plays alive at times that has got them points here so far.
Kendall Monin back to serve for the Raiders. Picked up and right across. Very alertly picked up by number 5, Maya Monin, and she'll be credited with a kill on the overplay.
Yep, and good recognition there. That's one thing that Coach Watkins has done. A lot of tipping here, and Russia, nice play by Maya Monin to find a gap in the defense.
We talked about the tempo. Russia right back to the service line. Here's Rassman down the line and catches the tape to get Loramie back to a 2-point advantage at 11-9.
And that Loramie offense, fast, fast, fast. Your eyes are moving at 100 miles an hour.
Macy Imwally back to serve. Got a lot of that one. It's deep and out of bounds. Talked about the errors again. That will bring Russia back to within 1 on the service error. That's number 5, Maya Monin, back to serve for the Raiders. Schultes with the dig. Quick set down the middle to Holscher. Haven't said her name much this first set. I think that's just a second shot on attempt that Holscher had. She gets another kill.
Yeah, and she's the main focal point of this Loramie offense when she's in playing front row. She's got long arms, long legs. She's been playing since she's a freshman. Will definitely be an all-league player this year.
Ruschi back on the attack. Nice tip across and saved there by Loramie. Ruschi gonna have to push this one over. It's blocked at the net and back on the Ruschi side. And a great shot down the pipe there from Jessica York.
Well, that was a beautiful set by Maya Monin there to get Jessica York right on top of the ball there. So credit to her. Jessica York been a player that's really going to need to step up and be a senior leader this year for Coach Watkins' squad.
She keeps hitting the ball solid like that. It will not be a problem. That was an excellent hit. Brings Ruschi back to within 1. Tip across there. Heads up play by Maurer. I'm sorry, yeah, Maya Maurer for Loramie for the kill.
And Loramie is very deep. This is a very deep team here. Maya Maurer playing some excellent front row. Probably been the best Loramie player so far here in the first set.
Here's Myron again with the serve, and again, maybe the lines are shorter here at Ruschi or something because there's a skin. There have been multiple serves deep and out of bounds from Fort Loramie. And again, we're at a 1-point lead. Loramie on top, 13-12 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Far side push, Ava Schultes over the blockers, nicely saved by Monin and free ball to cross. Loramie, slide route with Holscher, dug up by the Raiders. Again, the defense paying off. We're gonna get called for a lift on that one. And Loramie will push back to a 2-point lead.
Good call there by the down judge. But yeah, Loramie just needs to clean up them unforced errors. They clean up them unforced errors, it's a different ball game. You know, they're not only up by 2, they might be up by 5 or 6. So they got to clean up them unforced errors.
Nice serve right on the line there, saved by Ruschi, but gonna get called for a double hit. And I was just gonna say, this is that time in game where you start to see who's gonna have the best chance of winning. You start to get around 15, 16, up to 20. Ruschi identifies it, calls a timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health System's presentation of high school volleyball. We're here at Ruschi High School where the Fort Loramie Redskins in set number 1 have gotten out to a 15-12 advantage.
Yeah, and really just the unforced errors have killed Loramie, giving Ruschi half their points right now. But I credit the Ruschi freshmen. They've been playing really well. 4 out of the starting really 7 they had, 4 have been freshmen, and they have done a really nice job in Coach Watkins' lineup here so far. Loramie, they clean up the errors. Their front row's been playing well with the play of Maya Maurer and Mackenzie Holscher here.
Holscher comes out of the timeout with the serve. Right down the middle here, nice tip there by number 10, Ashley Scott. We heard her a lot in this set when it first started. That's the first time we've said her name probably in the last 10 points as she breaks through the double block there for the kill.
Yeah, she's a smart player. This is a 3-year player as well for Ashley Scott.
That serve across from Daniel back to the Loramie side. That was hit out of bounds by number 15 for Loramie, Alyssa Rassman.
And Coach Rogers fired up about that. And they could have found an easier spot there for Rassman, but she hits it long.
And you feel like Ruschi just won't quite go away. Loramie's helping them out, like you said, a little bit, but Ruschi doing a nice job. Has a good shot there from Fort Loramie, but Ruschi doing a nice job of hanging around and not making those same mistakes. 16-14, Loramie advantage here in set number 1. That'll send Maya Maurer back to serve for the Redskins. Picked up nicely in the back row by Monin, and a nice shot down the middle from Scott.
And just teeter-tottering back from a 2-3 to a 1-point lead here for the Redskins. They cannot get the Raiders to go away here. So what each team needs right now, as you're saying, it's getting to the middle of the set. Who's going to get that big 4 or 5 point run here, Greg?
Scott back to serve again for the Raiders. Picked up by Meyering. Maurer back sets it down the middle to Rassman. Rushi again digs it out. Far sideline, nice attempt there. He's going to get credit with the kill was number 3, Cece Borchers. She had a tough angle there, but made it work and got the point, and we're dead even at 16. Scott again back to serve for the Raiders. Meyering popped that one up really close to the net. And I was just going to say that's going to more likely get called for a double hit. So Rushi with their first lead, I think since 2-1. They've trailed pretty much this entire set, have battled back, and now back on top 17-16. Oh, I apologize. They called that against Rushi in the net.
Yep. My
mistake. Loramie with a 1-point advantage. Far sideline, Meyering. Tipped across by Rushi. Loramie battling on the far side. They're going to give it to Schultes at the 10-foot line. Rushi right down the middle. Good block at the net by Rassman. Back on the Rushi side. Blocked again by Rassman with a little help from Jada Dries. And there is Jada Dries. And that one again, it's almost like Rushi's just waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And thus far, Laramie's let him do that.
And Dries' mistake there is try to get way too cute with it. You know, they're trying to get on this run here, but if Loramie just lets their tempo go, they'll score. And that's the thing. I think if Loramie just goes to their offense and trusts it, I think that's what eventually can get them out ahead there. They've been having the lead the entire time, but they've got to trust their offense, I think.
It's been a great one here so far in set number 1. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Streeterman's Pharmacy, and New Knoxville Supply. I'd like to also mention that at the conclusion of this match, Brandon and I will name a player of the game, and that player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco. We're dead even here at 17 here at set number 1. Rushi back to serve. And that'll be number 2, Kendall Monin serving for the Raiders. With a pivotal first set here and some big points coming up. We all know what happens when you get around 20. The game gets a lot tighter and a lot harder. And usually the team that gets there first has the best chance to win.
Yeah, and it's got to be some clean volleyball here for both sides here, mistake-free.
Here we go, back to action. Here's Monin, picked up in the back row by Imwall. He mishandles it, and Meyering gonna have to just hit it across. She gets a nice block at the net and drops for the kill. So a little luck there helps the Redskins out. They get a great bounce off a block and take a 1-point advantage. Imwall to serve again, a good serve. Tough to handle. Rushi gonna have to free ball it across. Laramie's gonna have a good shot here. Back set to Mackenzie Holscher, dug out nicely by Scott. And I believe a double hit called there against Rushi, and it was. Yep. So this is the place where it's gotten even again, meaning Laramie's gotten up by 2.
Yeah.
This is where Rushi seems to bait them into mistake. And there it is, right on cue, long serve. Out of bounds.
If there's going to be a Loramie point there, I was expecting a Coach Watkins timeout here. Both coaches have coached a very good first set from how they've been using their timeouts.
Served across there by Maya Monin. Loramie side here, Schultes in the 10-foot line, dug up by Monin. Back to the middle, there's number 10, Scott, picked up by Schultes on the Loramie side. Quick hit to Holscher, pushes it across on the line. And Loramie again back to a 2-point lead at 20-18 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Here comes Taylor Ryderman in the serve here, senior. Good basketball player.
And a very good server for volleyball.
Yeah.
And that one's mishandled. Rushi gonna have to struggle to get this one across. They push it deep. Imwally tracks it down. They pop it up to Meyering. Meyering's blocked at the net. Nice job, Rushi defense there once again. Little miscommunication. Loramie lucky to get that one across. Here's Rushi back on the attack as that one is into the net. I don't think it even cleared. They're going to say it's out of bounds on the Loramie side. So that point will go to Rushi, and again we're back to within 1 at 20-19. That was a tough one to see. I wasn't sure they were calling that in the antenna or on the Rushi side, but Here is Schultes back on the attack. Right to our side here, Scott tried to get cute with that one, couldn't get it to drop, and it will fall short.
She saw 4 hands right there, and she tensed up a little bit. I expect she's got to come up and make a play in there. So I think it was to her advantage there. It's just a mistake, so you got to recover from it if you're Russia.
21-19 in favor of Fort Loramie, set number 1. That was serving Jaden Putoff with the serve for Fort Loramie. Picked up here is Mackenzie Holscher. Daniels, all she can handle to dig that one out. Nicely done. But Russia again going to be called for the double hit. Those have been killer here in the first set. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Rushie's High School, Grand Lake Health System presentation of high school volleyball. Fort Loramie Redskins on top 22-19 here in what's been a back and forth set number 1. Jaden Putoff, who just came in the game to serve for Fort Loramie, is again back at the service line with a 3-point lead.
And this is where Loramie's got to take control, Greg. This point's very important for both teams.
Good serve, dug out by Daniel, right up to the net, little tight, and a good block by Holscher. And it's going to cost Russia the point. That's tough. When you set that ball that close to the net, the setter has to play it back, and it's usually very difficult and typically called a double hitter. You fall into the net. So point for Fort Loramie as they lead now by 4. Putoff, good serve, picked up in the back row nicely by Russia. There's Sherman's miss hit, goes out of bounds. And quickly, Loramie with their biggest lead of the game at 24-19. 1 point away from taking this first set. Putoff done a nice job. Again, Daniel with the dig. Set over to Scott. There's that strong hit we saw earlier in the set. And Russia with the kill, not going away just yet. Down 24-20.
And you just got your backs against the walls if you're the Raiders. You got to roll out 4 points here in 4 attempts. So see what you can do here.
Kate Sherman back to serve for the Raiders. Picked up by Wally. Far side Schultes down the line and a kill. Set number 1 goes to the Fort Loramie Redskins, 25-20. We'll be back with the second set here on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course. It's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Grand Lake Health Systems welcomes you back to high school volleyball here at Russia High School. We're getting ready for set number 2. The Fort Loramie Redskins were victorious in the first set, 25-20.
Yeah, and Loramie, they really got on a nice run there at the end. They trusted their offense, which is what you and I talked about in the middle of the set. Trusted their offense. I got them to a 25-20 win, but it was a little closer than the score indicated. About 8 or 9 errors there that first set there by Loramie. So if they clean that up, could be a whole completely different set. I don't know, but play of Russia's freshman was exceptional as well in that first set.
Live action here, set number 2. Nice shot to get it started there by number 7, Jessica York. It's a good way to start it off for the home team.
Yeah, and Jessica York, like we were talking about, we need a leader. Jessica York needs to be a senior leader here for Coach Watkins' squad.
Served by York, picked up by Myring. Loramie goes back to Myring. It's blocked at the net. A nice defense there on top of the offense for the Raiders as they take an early 2-0 advantage.
Got to get on that run as well. The Raiders really didn't get more than a 2-3 point run. Need a 4-5 point run if they're going to want to win this set.
Back set over to Jada Drees, and she gets through the double block for the kill to get the Redskins on the board here in the second set at 2-1. That'll bring in number 32 for the Redskins, Taylor Rotterman. Good server for Loramie, and she'll register an ace there. She does a lot of nice things for Loramie, but she is a very good server. As she showed right there, getting a point for Loramie as it's now even at 2 apiece. Puts that one deep to York. York, good pass over to number 10, Scott there for the Raiders. Loramie side, Schultes deep shot. Pulled off, and Sherman able to push it across. Rushi back on the attack again, Sherman again. Now on the Loramie side, here comes Myring. She'll just settle for a free ball across. Rushi, good opportunity to go far side to Scott. Down the line, good save, Macy Imwally. And Mackenzie Holscher.
Yep, 4 hits, correct call.
Actually, I think they called her under the net.
Oh.
It was a great, either way, great effort there by Rushi.
It was.
Just wanted to let that one play out. Loramie looked like they were easily going to put that away, and the Raiders not going away without a fight.
And that's good grit there. I thought they maybe called 4 hits there, but it's a good call right there by the official. That ball's in.
Did I mention that Rotterman's a pretty good server?
Yeah,
just kidding.
Exceptional.
Another ace there for Rotterman as the Redskins now up 4-2. Here in set number 2.
Raiders got to get this point here. Need to get that confidence back when they're up 2-0.
That one picked up by Daniels. Far side, Scott. Blocked at the net. And it will be a, I'm sorry, didn't clear the net, so it goes off the top of the net. Stays on the Rushi side, point again for Loramie, as you see on the replay there. The Redskins now at the 5-2 advantage. Rushi need to stop this run, as you mentioned. Rotterman served right up to the net, back tip, and free ball across. Loramie gonna have another good opportunity here. Quick set to Holscher, who just slams it home. And Loramie playing fast like they wanted to start here in the second set with a 6-2 lead. He'll take a timeout, and we'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Grand Lake Health Systems welcomes you back to Rushi High School for our presentation of high school volleyball. Good start for Loramie here in the second set. Brandon, as they are on top 6-2 over the Raiders.
Clean and fast. That's the 2 words I'll have to put on how Loramie's done after being down 2-0. They are playing clean and playing fast, and that's why they got this lead.
Scott on the attack after another good Rotterman serve. I believe that's 5 in a row from her. As my mistake, they called that out. And I thought it was cued in, but take another look here. As we check out the replay here, you can see the ball right in front of the
good call, out.
The judge, so that ball in for Loramie as they now lead 7-2. And there is Holscher. And if she gets that kind of opening, you can forget about it. You better send somebody up there.
Yeah.
And she brings the hammer, and you'll see here why on the replay.
Nice bird's eye view there of that play. and Mackenzie Holscher right on top of it. Not a Raider in sight.
Yeah.
Perfect execution.
It
by
looked like they were just a little late on the block, because after you see the replay, they both slid over there to try to get to her, but not in time. Here is Myring for the Redskins as she pushes it through. That was almost just like she was looking for an open player, pushed it through those two blockers and dropped it for another Loramie point as they now lead 9-2.
And Russia isn't getting those unforced errors that they had in the first set there.
That's a good point.
That's what's helping Loramie here. They're cleaning it up, like we said.
Scott, she'll take one out of the Marissa Myring playbook there, dunk it home for the Raiders to end that run, and boy, did they need to stop that one.
Yeah, and now they've got to come with a run of their own, being down 6. And that's something Russia hasn't done, is mounted more than 3 points in a row.
Kate Sherman back to serve for the Raiders. Picked up back row, Shouldes popped up to Shouldes. It's 10-foot line. Nice save there by the Raiders. Over the far side, number 3. That was Cece Borchers with the shot. Back on Loramie side, Myring, shot blocked. Myring again. Picked up back row by York. Scott will push it across. Tipped up on the Loramie side. Shouldes just going to free ball it across. One of the longest volleys we've had here tonight, and that will end in a double hit for the Raiders.
4 of those on Russia here and none on Loramie. So the double hit, definitely something the Raiders got to clean up here.
Yeah, they really haven't made a lot of other mistakes outside of those double hits, but you're right, that's been when you're playing someone and you're behind,
yeah,
any little mistake is brutal, especially in volleyball, because every mistake counts as a point, basically.
And you're that young, too.
A double mishit there results in another point for Loramie. As number 19 serving for Loramie, Jaden Putoff, who came in and did a nice job, I believe, scored the last 4 for Loramie to end the first set. Putoff again back to serve, 11-3 in favor of Fort Loramie here in set number 2. Scott's serve blocked, I should say hit blocked. Here's Cece Borchers. That one blocked as well, but it'll drop on the Loramie side for a kill.
And there's, freshmen right there. You say 4 freshmen, this is easily their 5th game of their high school career, easily the biggest game of their career. They want to come out and show these home fans what they got.
Number 4, Ava Daniels back to serve. Myring with the dig. That's number 33, Maurer with the pushover for Fort Loramie. Back on the Loramie side, Maurer, back tip. Holscher tries to get over the block. Nice job there by Borchers. Look out. You see a Russia fan go into the bleachers. Thankfully, she seems to be okay, as that ball is 4 hit by the Raiders. More concerned about the safety of a player. She was going full speed ahead, looking like she was going to nosedive into a bleacher.
Anything to win.
Thank God she didn't.
Yeah.
So Loramie back on the serve, up 12-4. Scott knocks it across. Myring able to dig it for Fort Loramie. Back hit to Holscher. And that one will be mishandled and dropped. And Loramie putting on a run here in the second set as they now lead 13-4. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Grand Lake Health Systems, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply. I'd also like to thank our Keys of the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza, our replay sponsor, Winners Meats, our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, our starting lineup sponsor, American Trim. Thanks again to all those great sponsors that allow us to put together these wonderful high school telecasts. Brandon, it's been a rough second set here. Early on, started out really good for Russia.
Yeah.
Loramie putting together, I think, a 9-1 run to get them up 13-4.
Yeah, for sure. And Loramie really just groove and tempo, playing that fast-paced offense that Coach Rogers has got them going into. And really, there's just so much talent here over the board. They returned from a regional team that lost the eventual state runner-up in the Greener last year. And you can see it here that this team is poised for a deep run. There are a lot of people's early pick to win the Shelby County. They're playing really nice volleyball here so far this year. This second set is what a lot of people think this Loramie team can do and do something special this year.
There's a nice push across from Scott for the kill for the Raiders to bring them back within 13-5. Macy Imwally checks back in for Loramie. And that will send Ashley Scott to the service line for the Raiders. Dug out there by Schultes. And one of the few miscues you've seen from Fort Loramie tonight, little miscommunication as that one drops for a Raider point.
And that's why Coach Watkins called the timeout, wants to bait Loramie into making those same mistakes they did the first set, so that Rushi can try to get back in here.
Short serve from Scott, almost drops. Rassman able to get a handle on it and free ball it across. Rushi, though, going to have a good chance here. Go right down the middle. It is blocked by number 13, Maya Maurer, and number 15, Alyssa Rassman.
And that ball, just a little miscommunication between York and Mon in there. Went in right into the bread basket of Maya Maurer to easily put that ball away.
Here is Maurer back at the service line for the Redskins with a 14-6 lead here in set number 2. Pushed up to York. York just pushes it across. Maurer back set to Jada Dries. Nice save by Rushi. He'll pop it up over to Cece Borchers. Rushi back on the attack. Quick set, York. Good shot down the line and in for a kill. Big point there as the Raiders are slowly creeping back into this at 14-7.
And it's got to start with a player like Jessica York there. She's been efficient with the ball. She's been set tonight. Every good ball she's had hit to her, she's responded with a good hit on her own hand to get the kill.
Number 2, Kendall Monin back to serve for the Raiders. Popped up far side to Schultes. She'll just push it across. Here comes Sherman, blocked at the net, back on the Rushi side. Kate Sherman again, good strong swing. Loramie again blocks it back on the Rushi side. Tipped up this time, York.
Wow.
She'll get it across for the kill.
Jessica York, definitely, like I just said, the most efficient players watching our Winter Quality Meets replay. Right there, no defender can get up in time. Good set there by the setter, and Jessica York there trying to ignite a Raider comeback.
Back-to-back points gets the Raiders within 6. Kendall Monin serve. That's the tough part when you get behind in high school volleyball, because any mistake you make like that gives the team that's ahead another point and just makes it really tough to catch up as they now trail 15-8.
Can't get a point back all in one play, so you just got to take it one at a time.
And they give back-to-back points there, and the Loramie Redskins able to extend their lead back to 8 at 16-8. As that will send number 2, Ava Schultes, back to serve for the Redskins. Picked up nicely by Scott, back set to York. York somehow gets that through the block, and Loramie unable to get it across. A nice play there by York to push that one through the block and get the kill.
Yep, and Myron tried to make a play on that ball, but that ball was too far where she knows she'd go into the net or over the net, so really nothing she could do there.
I will bring number 5 for the Rushi Raiders, Maya Monin, back to serve. That one dug up by Schultes. Slammed home by Marissa Myring through the block. And the Redskins will go back up by 8. Imwally, deep serve to Scott. Rushi side, back set over to York. York, nice placement there across the blockers. Jessica York putting together a nice game here in the second set.
Yeah, certainly that's what Coach Watkins needs, the senior leader. Jessica York having a very nice second set here for Coach Watkins' squad.
17-10 in favor of Fort Loramie. Quick set, Kate Sherman, nice observation. Loramie trying to keep it alive. Eventually will drop, and the Rushi Raiders not going away yet here in the second set as they now trail 17-11. Loramie won the first set if you're just joining us, 25-20. York serve, picked up, here's Myring. Scott, far side, not quite able to handle it. Jada Dries with a little assistance to knock it down for the Redskins. If Rushi's going to get back into this one, they're going to have to get this server off the line right now as Rotterman comes back in for Fort Loramie. And right on cue, the Redskins get a great opportunity and the kill. Tough to play when you overplay it across the net to the other team on the first hit, and all that was due to Rotterman's great serve, and they now lead 19-11.
Rushi needs to hope for an unforced error here. Rotterman did get him in a groove there early in this set.
Oh, what an excellent save. Little self-defense there by Rotterman off of Scott's hit. And you can hear that thing pop up here in the crow's nest as Ashley Scott put some thunder behind that one.
She did. And she's really gotten stronger here between her freshman and sophomore, now junior year. Really got some heat behind that ball now.
Sherman serve picked up by Loramie. Slide route there for Holscher. Hits it wide and out of bounds.
And now Raiders within 6. They got to make their move now. Got to get to at least 15 or 16 for Loramie and get to 20 here. So a run is needed now. Can't wait.
Pushed over to Myring, and cheap cross court. Hits that one right between everyone. And Loramie now with a 7-point lead at 20-13.
Now if you're Loramie, you're in a good situation where you're up 7. Young team, keep being aggressive. That's what they did early in the set to get the 7-point lead they had. Keep being aggressive to get these young players kind of tensed up a bit.
Scott gets that one off the net, but out of bounds. For Loramie continues to roll here in set number 2. Up 21-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. There's Jaden Putoff with the serve. Picked up nicely by Monin. Knocked across the Loramie side. There's Holscher. Ruschi able to get a handle. A nice save there by Borchers. And back on the Loramie side. Excellent defense by the Raiders. Pushed across. Here come the Raiders again. CC Borchers picked up back row. Good save there by Imwally. And Loramie forced to just push it across. Ruschi again with another opportunity. Borchers again blocked the net that time. Picked up by Ruschi again and free balled across. What a great point here. And Ruschi eventually going to take it.
Yep. I maybe thought he was going to come in the net. That lift there. Close enough. Point Raiders.
Ava Daniels checks back in for the Raiders. Needing to run a couple off here for Ruschi. Imwally in on it, picks it up, popped up to Schuldis, dug up nicely by Monin. Borchers knocks across. Boy, back row people won't get enough credit. Macy Imwally is absolutely everywhere for Loramie. Pushed across, Ruschi side. CC Borchers can't get that one across. Loramie looked like it just kind of wore him out on that point.
Yeah, and like you said, Macy Imwally, she's been one person that has been playing well. Name that doesn't get called out because she's not making the kills there in the libero jersey. So, yeah, she's been everywhere on the floor tonight.
Coach must have heard us. She gets a breather after that point. As Holscher knocks that one long. It's a quick breather. She's right back in.
Yeah.
Enough time to catch your breath. Ruschi now down by 7 at 22-15. Ashley Scott back to the service line for the Raiders. Picked up by Schuldis. Back on the Loramie side, and Wally will knock it across. Popped up over to Borchers, gonna have to just punch it across. It goes out of bounds. Tough hill to climb here if you're the Raiders. Loramie just 2 points away here from taking set number 2 at 23-15.
If you're in a tough position and you don't know if you want to set, hopefully a goal, you know, you have to try to get to 20. You know, try to get to 20, 21, see what happens.
Pop that one up into the net. Good serve there from number 13 for the Redskins. That's Maya Maurer. They are now 1 point away from taking set number 2 within a commanding 9-point advantage. Maurer serve mishandled, picked up by Monin and knocked across by York and out of bounds. And that'll conclude set number 2. The Fort Loramie Redskins take it 25-15. We'll be back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Schwiedemann pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Grand Lake Health Systems welcomes you back to Russia High School as we get set for the 3rd set here between the Fort Loramie Redskins and the Russia Raiders. Brandon, the Fort Loramie Redskins have been very convincing in the first 2. They won the first one 25-20, the second one 25-15.
Yeah, in that second set, they took command right away. Got off of a little bit of confidence of what they had to end the first set. Came in with a 9-1 advantage, but credit a young Raider team fighting back, only losing 25-15, so only a 2-point advantage for Loramie. Now the Raiders have got to start off fast here in the 3rd set.
First serve by Maya Monin. You want to keep the ball out of her hands. That ball killed by Mackenzie Holscher. We mentioned her in the pregame. She is I believe, the leading kill getter for the Redskins, and you're going to hear her name a lot this year. Junior from Fort Loramie. Here is Roderman back to serve for Fort Loramie. Monin tips that one. Nice play on the far side. First couple points, I think, going to be big for Russia. That last game was a little demoralizing as it kind of got them going. So,
yeah. And that was Taylor Roderman serving there, so big point for Russia because she was the one that got him on a roll there the first game.
There's a good serve by Jessica York. And we've seen this play before. Russia has gotten the lead a couple times early on. I think every set they've led at the beginning. They just got to sustain. That one picked up by Myring and knocked across by Schultes, and a nice shot from the 10-foot line by Schultes as that one just dives. And the Redskins even up again at 2.
Yep, and now they're settled into that offense. That first set, they've kind of shook it off a little bit, and they're able to get right into their offense, hit their spots, find their big hitters, such as Holscher and Schultes.
Jaden Putoff back to serve, pushes that one into the net. Haven't seen a lot of net errors tonight as well. We've seen few go deep and out of bounds, but not a lot of net errors.
Very clean
on the serve, I should say.
Very clean fundamental serving, tonight by both teams, and you love to see that.
Kate Sherman with the serve, picked up by Macy M. Wally. Far side, Schultes, down it goes. Ava Schultes with a nice kill. That's 2 already early here in the 3rd set.
And the Raiders bringing in another freshman, Greg, number 1, Jillian Chapman, another freshman playing. So, getting younger.
You'll get a point there as that one goes off the speaker, off the ceiling. And the Raiders will take the lead back at 4-3 here in set number 3. Excuse me. And that'll send number 4, Ava Daniels, back to serve for the Raiders. Picked up by Schultes, set right back to Schultes. Chapman fights that one off, and it's free ball across by Monin. Quick set, double set there by Loramie. And right down the middle there comes Scott. That one picked up by Roderman. Back to Schultes. Popped up close side here, Russia Cece Borchers. And a nice kill for the freshman.
A nice play there by Cece Borchers to get it through the defense there. We've seen flashes of what she can be here tonight early on in this set in little spurts here.
As I say, Russia with their biggest lead in quite a while, 5-3. Hit that one out of bounds off the serve. So Loramie gets a free one back there and now trail just 5-4 here in set number 3. Maurer back to serve for the Redskins. And Russia fighting just to get that one across. Popped up that one to Ava Schultes, who is on fire here in the 3rd set. I believe that's her 3rd kill out of the first 5 points for Fort Loramie.
Yep, she's been the go-to. 3 of 5, you're correct. 60% of the points here. Definitely been the go-to with not having Mackenzie Holscher on the floor.
Mauer serve, picked up Rucci's side. Here comes Scott down the middle, picked up by Myring. Popped up, gonna go right back to Scholtes. She takes a bunch off of that one and drops in for another kill.
Overplayed there by the Raider front row, and that is a smart player right there, Greg. Definitely read that very well.
Maya Mauer back to serve again for Fort Loramie. Pushed up to the front row. Rucci can't get a handle on it. And this is what we've seen most of the night. Loramie's really put together some big runs, and that one will lead to a timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Welcome back to Rucci High School, where we are at set number 3. The Fort Loramie Redskins on top 7-5 after winning the first 2. And if you're just joining us, welcome to our Grand Lake Health Systems production. As the Redskins, as I mentioned, taking the first 2. My name is Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman from Rucci High School. Here's Maya Mauer with the serve for Fort Loramie. Popped up to Cece Borchers, and that one into the net. I mentioned about the depth of Fort Loramie. I kind of thought the third game would be interesting to see. Rucci's not quite as deep, and they're very young, to see how they would hang on here. They're doing good so far here, but that last point clearly looked like a tired point.
Yeah.
There's only one, but it does look like a team that's a little wore out already, but I don't think they're going to quit. I'm not saying that, but it'll be interesting to see how they hang on here. To fight back in this third set, or will it slip away from them? So that'll be Ashley Scott back to serve. Raiders down by 2. Fort Loramie goes right to Rassman. Nice pickup by Daniel, and it's going to be free balled across by Monning. Loramie side, miss hit there. Scholtes able just to push it across. Here comes back Rucci. Nice play by York, as we got a double hit called against Fort Loramie. And now the Raiders trailing by just 1 at 8-7.
Yeah, you're talking about how deep Loramie is. I remember I did a game last year with my Fisher Park crewmate Tim Kearns. Loramie went as deep as 13. They graduated a few seniors. They're not quite as deep last year, but yet they're still deep. So.
And a double hit called there against Fort Loramie. Fortunately for the Raiders, because that was going to drop for a point. Even now at 8-all.
Now the Raiders got a couple points going. They have not had really a 4-point roll tonight like Laramie's had a few times. So we've got to get that right now.
Back set to Scholtes, that missed opportunity there. Plenty of room, pushes that one out of bounds, and the Rucci on a nice run takes the lead back at 9-8.
4 Loramie errors here this set. That's kind of mirroring a little bit of the first set where they had 8 of them.
Scholtes with the dig. Pushed back to Scholtes. She's not going to mess around with that one. It's going to bring it hard and heavy.
Half the points have come from her.
You see it on our winter meets replay. Scholtes able to put that one away to even things back up at 9. That will send her back to the service line. Scott pops it up. Mishandled there by Rucci. And that will give Loramie the lead back at 10-9.
Yep. And there's not too many communication there, so you can't really eat yourself up about that one. It just happens.
Scholtes popped up by Scott, tipped across, and nicely done by number 5, Maya Monin will get the kill for that.
Smart play, too. Let's see on our winter quality meets replay. She had nowhere to go with it but tip over, and she found the crease.
Kendall Monin back to serve for the Raiders. This third set even up at 10 apiece. Fort Loramie get that one across, and a nice vision there by Jessica York, I apologize, to get Rucci back on top at 11-10.
And Jessica York, yet again, efficient. Every time she's got the ball, she's been putting it down, so.
Monin serve, pushed across. Far side, Marissa Myron blocked by Rushie's number 5, Maya Monin, and number 7, York. That will lead to a Loramie timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Anna, I'm John Boyd with NKTelco. We are here for you to expand our fiber network, which means faster internet speeds for you.
Hey Sydney, I'm Pat Thomas with NKTelco, and we are here for you for all your customer service needs.
Hey Fort Loramie, I'm Nick Garrett with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health Systems production of high school volleyball here at Rushi High School. The Raiders on a nice little run here in the third set, up 12-10. The Fort Loramie Redskins won the first 2 sets, 25-20, 25-15. The Raiders trying to climb back into this one. It's the first of 3 sets in high school volleyball. A little moisture on the floor there.
I'd say I've played a lot of games at Rushi. That spot does get a lot of condensation there. That roof did have a leak, but they have fixed it. So hopefully that spot doesn't trip up any player on the court.
Back to live action. Kendall Monin back to serve for the Raiders. A little too much on that one. It sails out of bounds. That's the reason you take a timeout in high school volleyball. Momentum killer every time.
And Loramie right away gets Mackenzie Holscher back in. Look for her to be the focal point of the offense here for Coach Rogers' squad.
Rushi on the attack. Here's number 14, Sherman.
Oh, nice.
A nice effort there by Loramie. Can't get enough of it to get it back across. And Rushi going to push back to a 2-point lead at 13-11.
And this is, I think, probably been the largest lead Rushi's had. So, and obviously they're down 2-0. It's like, it's been tough for them to really run away, so to speak.
Maurer pops that one up a little too far, goes across the far side and out of bounds. Sorry, it's Maya Monin.
4 errors this set for Coach Watkins' squad, so even on the errors here so far.
Rotterman back to serve 4-4. Loramie done a nice job tonight. That one pushed across. Loramie gonna have a very good opportunity right out of the gate. Go right to Holscher. Good serves lead to good points, and that was a big one for Loramie to get it back even.
We're at quality meets replay there, just a laser down the line. She slides right across, like I just said, gonna be the focal point of the offense right as she enters in, right down the line. Nice shot by Mackenzie Holscher.
Rotterman, another tough serve and another ace. Too hot to handle, and just like that, Loramie gets 3 straight points and are up 14-13. Rotterman again back to serve. Cross-court shot from Jessica York, drops for the kill. And we're even again at 14.
Smart play there by Macy M. Wally. You don't know if it's in or out. It would have been close, so we got to take the risk there. It looked like it was going out, but she made the safe bet anyway.
York serve picked up by the Redskins. Here comes Holscher, nicely played by Monin and pumped across by Scott. Loramie back on the attack. Holscher blocked at the net and double hits that one in a little bit of frustration. And Rushi again with a nice comeback retakes the lead at 15-14.
And now this is really the close. I mean, they were close to 19-20, so they're battling in the middle of the set here. They've got to take their momentum while they got it now.
Meyering pushes out across, far side to Scott on the Rushi side. That one's out of bounds, looking for a tip, will not get it, and we're even at 15.
And the 6th error there for the Raiders. Really the first 2 sets, they did play a little clean, but it's been a little sloppy this 3rd set for them.
That one only tipped across by Rushi. Will fall on the Raider side, a little short. Loramie back up 16-15. Played off the net, tipped back up. And here comes Holscher. Nice push, trying to get it back across for the Raiders, but too hard a shot there by Holscher for Fort Loramie. And she's able to record her 10th kill for the Redskins to lead all kills here in the match. That one popped up Rucci's side, pushed across. Nice save by Rodman and Macy Imwaller. Back on the Rucci side, good chance here. Sherman gets a hit on it, not quite strong enough. Here comes Schultes, back row shot out of bounds. Nicely played there by the Rucci defense, trailing now 17-16.
Got to get that roll here if you're the Raiders now. You look and, you know, you got 4 freshmen on the floor here against a veteran team. So, you know, this test, really their strength in these tough moments. And you can't come up with service errors like that. It's the 7th Raider error this set. But other than that, like I said, they've been playing clean, but just this third set been a little sloppy.
Holscher will go back to the service line for the Redskins. Picked up nicely by the Raiders. Popped up to Scott, back row. Holscher able to track it down, stays on Loramie's side. Here is Schultes, able to get enough of that one. Nice play there by Ashley Scott with a little toe-to-toe foot action as she officials trying to see. I thought she hit it twice in a row too, but maybe not.
I thought
pleading her case.
I thought it maybe came off her elbow and hit there. I would have called her a double hit too. The up judge has a better. The up judge should have a better view than the fans there. So they're going to call a replay.
She might have convinced her case apparently, as they're going to get a replay on that.
Going to go back to 18-16 here. Going to replay it. So it would be a tough view for our camera to get up here, but I thought she double hit it as well, Greg.
So pleading her case was Ashley Scott and getting the overturn. Coach Rogers not giving up on that one just yet. Can't say I blame him. It looked like a double hit, but
it did. The up judge would have the best view of anyone in the gym there, so, and as he should.
So it's a play on, or a replay I should say, and Ashley Scott making it pay off as she gets the kill as well.
And that's a huge swing of momentum going from what could have been a 19-16 to an 18-17 ball game. You go to your main hitter of Ashley Scott right there. Perfect execution there by Coach Watkins' squad.
That one knocked across by Daniels. Almost gets the ace. Nice effort there by Rassman to keep it alive for the Redskins.
Not tied.
That one tipped off the net and out of bounds. Close play there. Big point for Rucci as that gives Loramie back to a 2-point lead at 19-17. Again, Loramie won the first 2 sets, so in order to keep this match alive, the Raiders have to come out of this one with a victory. That will send Maya Maurer back to serve for the Redskins. Nice deep serve, picked up nicely by Mon and popped up to Scott right into Marissa Meyering. Far side, Schultes down the line. Good defense by the Raiders. Far side, Cece Borchers can't get it across. Loramie increases their lead to 2017.
Yeah, and she just came up a little late on that ball. Hits it right into the net there. Loramie's got a 3-point advantage.
Quick timeout on the court. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Grand Lake Health System, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, and New Knoxville Supply. I'd also like to mention that at the conclusion of this game, Brandon and I will name a player of the game, and that player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco. Thanks again to all those great sponsors. Big points coming up here both ways, Brandon. If Loramie gets another point or two, the match will probably be over. It's going to be really tough to dig back out. On the flip side, if Rucci can get a couple in a row here, it's going to get a lot closer and a lot tighter and give them a good opportunity to take this third set.
Yeah, you have no option but to go now. Your back's against the wall here. So you got to try to somehow slow down this fast-paced Loramie offense. Don't get it into their wheelhouse. Who's been able to Schultes this set for them.
Maya Maurer back to serve for Loramie. Picked up back row by Monin. Popped up to Scott. Far side, right on the corner line. Can't place it a whole lot better than that. And a big, big point there for Rucci as they cut the lead to 2. You see on our Winter Quality Meets replay.
Yep. Good call by the line judge there. Perfect spot there.
Ashley Scott back to serve for the Raiders. Back set over to Schultes. Picked up by Scott and tipped across. Nice save by Schultes. Loramie backs that over to Jada Dries. Rushi blocked at the net by Schultes. Nice play. I was going to say, it looked like she went too far over. She was over quite a bit. So I agreed. I was watching that. She reached all the way to the other side. Good piece of officiating there.
Yeah, good call. It was over the center line there. That ball probably would have been in the net and been a Loramie point anyway there.
So Rushi back to within one at 2019. Jada Dries, great save for Fort Loramie. Rushi side, pushed across, out of bounds off of York, and Loramie back to a 2-point edge at 21-19 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Jessica York, probably the first error she's really made tonight. I thought she should kind of trust herself there and just get it down and see what happens. You got to keep this ball game tied.
Monin pops it up to York, blocked by Jada Dries and 15 Alyssa Rasman, and a big point there for Loramie to extend their lead to 3. Schultes again with the serve, picked up back row by Monin, pushed over to York, and strong hit by, she must have heard you, Jessica York.
Yeah.
She knocks that one down, and Rushi creeps back within 2.
Just swing of points here. You're the Raiders. You've got to go to who you trust here, and that's Ashley Scott and Jessica York in this situation. They've been in this situation before.
Kendall Monin with the serve. Popped up far side, Myring for the Redskins. Scott with a nice dig. Popped over to Kate Sherman. Wally with the save for the Redskins. Here's Myring again. Back row, nice effort there by Scott. Too much from Myring. And Loramie just clinging on to that 3-point lead at 23-20.
Yep, just a seesaw battle here for the Raiders. Got to go now with a 2 3-point run here. Really have no other choice.
That one picked up back row. Right down the pipe is York. Too much on it though as it goes long and out of bounds. And the Redskins just 1 point away now from taking the match here from Rushi High School, as they now have a 4-point lead. That's going to send Macy Imwally back to serve for the Redskins. And that one sails deep and out of bounds.
Yep, highest point total of the night here by the Raiders with 21 points here. So, really battle here. Need a run here, 3 more points for the Raiders.
That's a good start. An ace there taken by number 5, Maya Monin. And just like that, the Raiders back within 2. You just need to run 2 off here to get back in it.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask for, though. The Raiders haven't been able to do that. So go your big hitter Holscher here.
Popped up Holscher right down the middle, and that will end the match. The Fort Loramie Redskins take the 3rd and final set, 25-22. We'll take a quick break and be back with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course. It's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health System's presentation of high school volleyball here at Rushi High School, where you see the Fort Loramie Redskins victorious in 3 straight sets. Brandon, good solid competition like we expected. Youth really being served in Rushi. They got a nice ball team, but Loramie's experience, I'd say, just overall play and ability kind of overtook the game a little bit, as you mentioned. Loramie probably the preseason Shelby County League favorite. They didn't disappoint tonight.
Yeah, they did not disappoint at all. A little bit of a sloppy first set, but after that, they really got in a groove towards the end of that first set, going into the second set. You saw that fast-paced offense we talked about in the pregame. They got into it, let Mackenzie Holscher led in the attack with 11 kills, but just a great fast-paced offense there. I can guarantee you this team will yet again be in that Northmont Regional come November, come a couple weeks before Thanksgiving there. They definitely got the team to put them pieces together again. And on the Raiders side, you know, you have some miscues that you look at too, but you're playing 4 or 5 freshmen against a team that virtually is pretty much the same team that was a regional semifinal team last year. And you had points where you were ahead, you know, in the middle of the set.
Right.
And you just had a tough beginning in that second set. But really, overall, if you're Coach Watkins, that's a lot of positives you can look for and move forward with your team. This is another team that will compete for a regional spot. And they're playing a really tough schedule right now. I mean, their 3 losses are versus Salesman, Bremen, and Loramie. They played every set against them tough.
It was a good all-around match of Shelby County League, as we expect to see. I'd like to also talk about our NKTelco player of the game. That player of the game is going to go to Macy Imwally.
And Macy, yeah, all over the floor. She doesn't get really the credit that, you know, Mackenzie Holscher and Ava Schultz would, that we've talked about a lot tonight, but she was all over the floor hustling. Greg and I both talked about it, and we were pretty sure that she was deserving of the player of the game. So congratulations to Macy Imwally. Congratulations again to Fort Loramie. They now go to 5-1 in the season. The Raiders, with the loss, will go to 2-3. And I'd like to thank our crew here tonight for tonight's action. Our director, Scott Robinson, his assistant, Ian Bullheimer, our cameraman is Xavier Goss, my partner, Brandon Coverman. My name is Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.